Hello, welcome to 1Twenty80, your community health magazine. The ease in using English in our daily conversation very much depends on our regular use of the same, which over time enhances proficiency. The ability to be understood and to understand forms the foundation of language in use. The approaches in enhancing proficiency are broad, but if one practices these simple steps, it should be helpful. Listen and speak. Now, you can improve your speech by listening, as one would be of the opinion that listening is easy. It's not as simple as it appears to be. It requires skill, coordination of the mind, and preconceived perception of what is being said. Some of the examples in which we can improve our language proficiency is through listening and speaking. Well, some of the ways in which we can improve our listening and speaking is actually by listening to songs, especially the lyrics. There are many people out there who are able to sing songs, all right, and from there they develop the language proficiency. Besides that, we have the podcasts. There are so many available platforms, and when you listen, you can kind of familiarize yourself with the accents. Of course, watching movies is another very interesting way because you'll be entertained, right? And also for you to understand the sequence of the movie, you need to kind of follow the language itself. When you want to learn language, try not to read the subtitles because then what happens is, sometimes what you think is not what you see, so it may distort the whole meaning of it. One other way is to practice with a friend or a colleague of yours. You need to practice your day-to-day phrases, and of course, very important, you need to pay attention to fluency, pronunciation, and the stress on each of the syllable is very important because it actually gives you the actual meaning of words. For example, like the word development, all right? So the stressor is on the vowel. So when you pronounce the word, you say development rather than development. Not to kind of be too mindful about mistakes, because it's only through making mistakes that we can improve our speech, and I think that helps a lot. So practice, use English with all your friends at work. One other way is to expand your vocabulary, and to do so, of course, is through reading and also to know synonyms and antonyms. Because for each word that you use, there are alternatives that you can replace it with. For example, the word important, you can replace it with necessary, key, crucial, relevant, imperative, or salient. Now, this actually denotes the level of proficiency based on the Common European Framework of References, that's CFR. So if your level of understanding or your level of use for the word is only important, that may denote that you are anywhere between an A1 or an A2. But if you're able to kind of use alternatively words, for example, like salient, crucial, imperative, then you could be anywhere between a C1 or a C2. Engage in real situations. Immerse yourself in natural spoken situations where you use language. You can speak to your colleagues, for example, requesting for assistance. You can use simple sentences, simple phrases initially, but then as you move along, then you can kind of alternatively use words that means the same, but it is of a higher level. I hope that this session, though brief, has been beneficial, has been useful, and I would like to encourage you to use English in your daily conversation. Wishing you all the very best.